Hi, welcome back to Insert Art, Insert Intro.
I'm Kat. I love that. I'm Morgan. Well, today we're going to do something a little bit different. We've actually already finished the artwork many years ago. We've got childhood artwork from when we were little tykes.
So I actually went over to my parents' house and asked my mum for some artwork, and she just pulled it out of a drawer next to her. So I've brought a couple with me, and I was told very specifically it had to come in a folder so I didn't ruin it, and it has to be returned to her. So. It looks like you were a little bit older when you were drawing these.
Yeah, I'd say I was about 10, so this is like late primary school. And I brought in an entire book of just random, silly, sci-fi, edgy cringe.
It's not cringe, it's cool. Very dynamic.
Okay, thanks. It makes me cringe. That doesn't mean it's not cool, it just means I'm embarrassed. And that's okay. I landed on a little drawing I did of, it looks like this sort of a villainous space pirate kind of character. He looks pretty tough, pretty cool and scary.
He says, I am cool. So
yes.
Clearly he
well,
is cool.
That was drawn on my drawing by my older brother, who thought that would be really funny, and I'm pretty sure I cried. But I left it there, so maybe out of respect for my older brother's authority, who knows? Let's see what happens when I try and redraw this as an adult professional artist. What I did was I just wanted to work out what the hell was going on with the face and the tentacles, because it's sort of a bit of a mess. It just sort of looks like some kind of deep sea situation. So I immediately went tentacles. I don't know what that says about me or what I'm into, but like, we're not going to question.
Jones.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Jones.
I love Pirates of the
respect.
Caribbean. I didn't want to do anything too crazy with the pose, so I just landed on a very, for me, this is stiff, simple pose. Keep it nice and easy. And I very quickly just sort of fleshed out the anatomy and just sort of figured out a few details. Sometimes I can get a little bit fixated on details at this stage, which can be good, can be bad, but it is what it is. I have like a whole idea of like this character that I can sort of remember in my head. He's sort of like some kind of bandit space pirate sort of thing. That's definitely sci-fi. Like he's got metal legs. He's an alien, obviously. I don't know where from. Some kind of weird ocean planet situation. I sort of was all about like vibes and like aesthetics when I was a kid. So he's just a weird squid man. And yeah, I also like, I didn't know what to do with his laser hand. It looks like I tried to give him a gun, and I decided that's a hook, and I just went full pirate.
Yeah, nice.
And yeah, I think with this one, time was not on my side, so I sort of went with thick black lines, and I decided I'd figure out the colors after that, but I wanted to sort of get it looking like a nice finished drawing. And yeah, that was actually really fun, just filling in the black lines and making it look poppy, like comic book style.
It's very satisfying.
Yeah, no, I think 10-year-old me would be very happy with this. And then I added colors, and literally this came from just memory, my memory of what this was supposed to be. I knew he was like this sort of gray-blue, ocean-looking guy, but then he had this like, you know, accents of red. There's sort of like a hot roddy like vibe with his metal arms and legs. And I think I put the red of the cape behind him just to like make his silhouette sort of pop a bit and give it like a bit of life. And then it turned out I did have time for some highlights.
Highlights are the best.
Yes. No, I was very happy I had time for that, because I feel like it brought it all together and made it look really nice and finished.
Really brought it to life at that point.
Oh, thanks. And I added in a laser eye, because he needs a laser eye.
Of course.
That's a must. But yeah, no, that's all she wrote. I'm like super stoked.
It looks so good.
Thank you. I think 10-year-old me is really happy with this.
Yeah.
This was just like a really cool opportunity to look back and like find an idea from like, it sounds really lame, but like a more innocent time in my life when my imagination was just going absolutely ape shit, but I didn't have the skill to do it justice. I think.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. Really, really stoked with it.
So I have no idea what her hands are, so I decided to go with laser beam hands, because I thought that was pretty cool. And then like I'm all about lighting, so like I wanted to have some sort of like cool light source. Started out doing just a little sketch. I wanted it to be kind of close to the weird triangle dress. And I was trying to work out how to shape that nowadays, and thought, you know, crossed legs is pretty close to
That's genius.
like a triangle.
I would not have thought of that. I would have got stuck with that triangle shape and been like, I guess she's a triangle. That's such a good idea.
So we went with that. that, and I used to always add like smiley face suns to everything. So I was gonna have like a sun behind her head, but I didn't get to that in the end, unfortunately. And sort of when I was going with like the laser theme, I was thinking like, okay, so it's gonna be like very dramatic power goddessy type vibes. So I thought everything needed to be kind of floaty, sort of shooting upwards. I had a lot of trouble with the feet.
That's the story of my life. Feet are hard to draw, man.
I decided that high heels, which apparently is what I wanted to draw in the original, was too hard at this angle. You know, I thought feet would be fine, and then ended up having to get a reference because I just couldn't work out what I'd done wrong with the feet.
I mean, that sounds like a smart thing to do. This is gonna sound so nerdy, but like I'm getting Avatar vibes.
Oh yeah.
But like Last Airbender, that vibe when he does like the Avatar state. I don't know if anyone actually knows what I'm talking about.
I do.
I'm glad you know. Yeah, this is epic.
The glazed over eyes probably helps that thing as well.
For sure.
And then I decided I wasn't going to do any line work.
That's the opposite of what I did.
Yeah, I just went straight into doing flat colours because that way I was hoping I would get it done faster. Because I'm the same, I get really stuck on like line detail and I would have been there forever. So just really trying to block in all of the colours on the dress that I decided to pick, and I'm trying to kind of make it look similar texture just because I thought that's part of the charm.
I don't hate the colour scheme.
I'm unsure.
How do you feel about it? I like it a lot.
It's giving me like 70s vibes. I don't know, like maybe it's the orange and the green. I had heaps and heaps of fun doing the hair.
Yeah, the hair looks awesome.
I played around with that for ages.
Yeah.
And then I finally get to my favourite bit, which is lighting. I really love doing sort of highlights and anything that's like a light source that I can make glowy. So I was sort of gearing towards that. That's what I wanted to get to. At one point I was looking at making the background darker because then that way it makes the light pop more. But I realised because I didn't start with the background dark, none of the edges worked with the background.
Yeah.
So like they were too bright to sort of go into the back, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So like sort of they should be getting darker as they get into like a darker background. So I scratched that and I decided it was too hard to try and backwards rejig that.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
The laser beams.
Yes, the laser beams. Oh my God.
And I had heaps and heaps of fun using some of the Jazza texture brushes. I think it was the charcoal brush I was using.
Oh, really?
For the highlights on her specifically.
Oh, so good. Did you use that for highlights as well?
Yeah.
I use the charcoal brush for highlights too.
Hey.
Thanks, Jazza.
It's good because it's got this really nice sort of...
The grit.
Yeah, grit.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, like a gritty sort of raw texture to it that I really liked. And it's sort of...
Awesome.
Makes me think of like crayons. And then like, you know, we're doing childhood art. Crayons.
Yeah.
And then I just wanted to add something, seeing as I didn't get to the background, so she needed a drop shadow. And then I fiddled with it a little bit when I shouldn't have, and we're done. I don't know, I'm always like at the last minute, like, I just gotta fix this bit.
Yeah.
I just gotta fix this bit.
I'm the same
and then you go, stop looking at it.
Oh, that was awesome. Yeah, I love it. I think you absolutely smashed it. I reckon 5-year-old you would...
5-year-old me would probably be like, is that a children's book?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm very happy with it. I think you're the same. There's more I
We're
could
the
have
same.
done with it,
Yeah.
but like, I'm happy where it ended up. That was like so fun to revisit.
Yeah, I actually enjoyed that so much.
I know, it was kind of cathartic almost.
No, it was like actually incredibly nostalgic. Took me way back to my childhood. Thought about a lot of things I hadn't thought about in a while. It was so comfy.
Yeah, it was.
Just
It was really
like
fun.
really, really fun. I really hope all y'all like what we came up with and how we interpreted our childhood art.
It was fun to see how different they were as well.
Yeah, I know, right?
So totally different.
Different art back then, different art now.
Yeah,
But everyone's got like something they keep from when they're a little kid, and that's precious. You gotta hold on to that.
It's interesting, like, because you're very dynamic poses, cool characters.
Yeah.
And I was like, textures and colour. And like, it's still the
It's
same.
like nothing's changed.
Nothing's changed.
We are literally the same.
There's just like hours of work between then and now.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you guys really enjoyed watching this one. Have you guys had a look at your childhood art recently? Because it was really fun looking back on some of the stuff that we did.
Let us know what you drew when you were a kid and how you feel about it.
You need to learn how to hold a pencil first before you can join in, alright?
I can't wait for Ash's art. What are you gonna draw?
Yeah, what are you gonna do, hey?
And thank you so much to our wonderful, beautiful patrons who, without your support, we wouldn't be able to make any of this content. We wouldn't be able to pay our wages, so it's very much appreciated.
If you're interested in joining Patreon page and helping support this and get lots of cool extra bits and pieces, you can find the description in the link down below.
Yeah, perfect.
The link in the description down below. And there's also a Discord as well if you want to join, find out. You don't have to be a member for that.
Nope.
Just fun extra bits for the channel.
Failing all that, like, comment and subscribe, please and thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.